this one's going to be. So this one's going to be like. Right. Okay, select the tray. This one's going to be quite an enlargement we're going to make it. So I'm going to go here for the enlargement for a change. How big it's going to be. So I'm going to use this. Minimal, we don't want to use minimal. Let's see, manual. Oh, I still get confused. Now I've forgotten how to use the zoom. I think it's here? Yeah, it's here. That's it. See, forgetful sometimes. Sometimes I wonder. So I'm going to try and be intuitive about this. This is a funny size original, so we're going to call it 290. And have we selected the original size? No, we haven't. We're doing this a bit differently. Here's the thing. You can do it differently with these funny new machines, but then most machines, the features haven't really changed pretty much. It's just the style of screen, the flick and drag like this, the old Infoline machines used, like the BizHub C353, which died a couple of months, nearly 2 months ago, basically had tabs, not this. Somewhere the tabs are a lot more organised. This is a little bit more chaotic. Being able to select where to access the features can be confusing, but I'm pretty sure did they have some of that kind of functionality on the old BizHubs like the C353? I don't remember. It's hard to remember. I haven't used. Of course, it broke down and I couldn't afford a repair bill because it went out of service agreement. So because the spare parts could no longer be guaranteed, the manufacturer stops manufacturing them, and the independent, in this case, a company called Mytronics, who deal with Konica Minolta, basically have to cut off the service agreement because, hey, if the manufacturer stops making the machine, or should I say the parts, the poor independent can't, of course, has to follow suit with Konica Minolta, and it's a real pain in the ass. And I'm sure they didn't enjoy having to take me off a service agreement, but that's all they can do, because if they can't guarantee parts, it's not worth it. So I got a new machine. This is Konica Minolta's problem. I'm sure if Mytronics were a manufacturer, they'd do a lot better than these clowns. But that's the thing, I've heard that Konica Minolta from Facebook, that some people were really upset with Konica Minolta's customer service, I can't describe, but they were unhappy. So dealing with Konica Minolta, from what I've heard, is a nightmare. But Mytronics are pretty good. I'd rather deal with them any day than go straight to the supplier, or manufacturer rather, Konica Minolta. Because a lot of assholes work for Konica Minolta. People who love money. I've heard that the workplace at Konica Minolta is a real rough place. A lot of bullying happens and a lot of micromanagement of staff. Anyway, that didn't work for some reason. What the fuck did I do wrong? The zoom. I thought I had the zoom in. That's a bit odd. I think maybe I don't know what happened there. Shit, something went. So we're just going to go back and we're just going to again set up the zoom. But basically, yeah, the workplace culture of Konica Minolta isn't terribly good, according to some people who work there. I saw it on a website called Glassdoor, which is like a review of places where people work. And it's not a very nice environment, apparently. It's not a happy place to work for a lot of people. Some people say it's okay or it was good. I must admit, I've got to have a kind of a balanced kind of view. Actually, we're just going to go 200%. Fuck it. We're just going to go set this up. We're just going to, going to close it. But basically, a lot of people reported that, now we're got a problem with this Zoom now for some reason. Normally, I don't know why it's happened like that. Now it's on 200. See, it's so easy to make a mistake. If I looked at this video, I'd probably find out where I went wrong. So we're just going to put this in the A6 area. We're going to enlarge it only 200%. But basically, yeah, sometimes, yeah, when people are just into making money and trying to get more quotas out, I think they call it KPIs, they can get a bit mean and horrible. The managers and the upper management, whatever, it's not, the hierarchy as they call it. Not Konica Minolta, they don't call it the hierarchy. Generally speaking, the hierarchy. Anyway, looks like we got it. I'm just wondering if we could add a background colour to make these white areas look a bit better. This is a bit faded, but let's just go and spice it up a bit. So we're just going to go here, and I think, what kind of original, okay, colour adjust, got that. We're just going to drop in a background colour. But yeah, I wouldn't want to work for Konica Minolta, to be honest. From what I've heard in the workplace, that these are the other colours. So yeah, so we're going blue, and we're just going to set this one up. See what we're going to do with this silly piece of shit. It's a new piece of shit, but I like to make jokes about the industry. Actually, we're not going to touch that. We're just going to leave it. So we're just going to hit start, and then finish, then start. So if you ever come across a machine like this is how you use it, or at least this is how it's been set up. I don't like touching the admin functions for fear that I'm going to fuck it up and make this machine unusable, and then get a do and charge call. But now the blue looks good. We've done a good job, and it's filled in some of the areas that were washed out. So I think we can call that one quits. Gotta go.